Shytoshi publishes the latest Shibarium blog. The CEO of Shiba has published the second blog post related to Shibarium. This one is not as strange as the previous one, but it has a lot of pros and cons that we are going to talk about in today's video. The response from the Shiba Inu Coin army is somewhat bot-like. It's very confusing, and I'm starting to question if some of these people on Twitter are actually Shytoshi. They all respond, "Wow, Master, you are the best. We trust you with our lives. Thank you so much for your service to the community, and I get it. Guys work hard behind the scenes and he controls the show, but you have to open your eyes to the negatives and positives that we will discuss in this video. So, if you want to take on what happened in 2022 in the Shiba Inu Coin ecosystem, stay tuned." Welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on Shiba Inu and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is the first time you are watching one of our videos, we send you a special welcome. We invite you to click the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are going to announce that this channel has a giveaway of 5 million Shiba Inu tokens. To have the chance to participate, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment with the hashtag Shiba Inu. The winner will be announced on February 28th. There are 4 different sections. If you want to read it, be sure to see this blog post in detail for yourself. However, it is long and we will discuss the pros and cons, specifically what everyone else is trying to ignore that happened in 2022. As I've said from day one, I'm just a member of the community, but not a normal member. You and I are the normal ones, right? I'm a visionary designer, writer, speaker, and commercial technology manager. First of all, no one has heard Shytoshi speak. Many agree and some disagree with his decisions in favor of making the ship run on a decentralized unit. Particularly, I completely disagree with this. You can also call it decentralized all you want, but when people look up to you as a supposed god, and no one can make decisions on what to do without your approval and without your authority, that is not decentralized, but quite the opposite. It's not even centralized authority, because the board of directors or a group of shareholders can vote. It's completely centered on one person, so I'm not buying that first discussion or first part of this blog post. Now let's talk a little bit about the races and what they did over the course of 2022. The breeds were a concept to help create structure in an otherwise structuralist building, a decentralized group of volunteers that was one of the best, both for Shiba Inu and their community, except it was a success. That's fine. But what I learned from watching the concepts grow is that members should not be limited to their original assigned task. This becomes evident when the defense breed, who spent countless endless hours on Discord fighting, having fun and answering questions about everything they do, started meeting, working, and closing deals with a variety of companies without requiring input from our small group of Shibarium developers. Meet the ones who did all the external projects, which were not developed by the Shiba Inu Coin ecosystem team. That's the one we are talking about here, the ones we are promoting decentralization by authoritarian control. He's a strange man, the royal team. They wanted to be renamed. Instead of calling them defense races, they want to be known as the royal team. They're the ones that put together that Bugatti luggage group. I think it was like a $30,000 cash grab by the Bugatti group, and you guys can take your suitcases and sell a bunch of messenger bags. That's where the Eternity Shiba game gets interesting, and this is going to take a minute. The core team at the time is a constantly changing and evolving team to hire an A-level studio, which has the goal of producing a decentralized Shiba game for the Shiboshis, who embark on this journey not knowing the cost or the level of commitment that such things would entail. This meant that most of the marketing design structure, production structure, and roadmap after all fell to me. There's your decentralization. Shytoshi controls everything with the Eternity Shiba game. So here's the summary of that. They have not been profitable. The game is not profitable. They have burned 0 Shiba Inu coin. They probably won't burn Shiba Inu coin because there's no chance of them becoming profitable. So Shytoshi says, "I'd still like to thank William Volk. I felt compelled to put him in his place due to internal issues, and external feedback prevented the game from recovering its initial investment at launch, even though we launched it as a #1 mobile game in the app stores." That said, I would like to thank William Volk for other metrics. The scale-up and profitability we finally achieved turned the tide. I hope we finally reach profitability as we turn the tide on the iOS and Google Play versions of the game, although I understand it will be a challenge to achieve this without millions of dollars in marketing. now that we know that the coin ecosystem team, as well as Playside Studios, do not plan to spend millions of dollars on marketing the Shiba Eternity game, so profitability will never be achieved in the game, it will not burn any Shiba Inu coin. That's what you miss just when everyone only tries to see the positives, you ignore the negatives, and a big negative is that literally, the game has no value for Shiba Inu coin. But if the coin is not burning through this game, does that mean the latter is a failure? Well, yes, his intentions were to burn the Shiba Inu coin, grow the community, and help the coin ecosystem, none of which he did, but Shytoshi says it's not a failure at all. The goal was to produce a quality game that can be leveraged and licensed for the Shiboshi's community and turn it into a Shibarium version that rewards the players. The goal was to produce value for Shiba Inu currency, but if you change the goal, maybe someday you can achieve something for Shiba Inu and Shibarium. Let's leave that topic there to focus on Welly. It was a business idea that was already growing while serving amazing food. First of all, I don't know if it was growing or not. It was a one-restaurant location in Italy. It hasn't grown to 2 restaurants, nor has it grown its revenue, nor did it burn any Shiba Inu coins in all of 2022. So well, this continues on a path that is planned and has started remodeling its first location, acquisition, and design of the second and franchise opportunities that it has not achieved so far. You must remember that part of Welly might be a great idea, but they are still in exactly the same position they were in when it introduced the Shiba Inu coin community. The only benefit that was for Welly, in the sense that they sold almost $500,000 in NFT. In addition, the Shiba Inu coin community also wanted to enter the Welly world, hand in hand with John Richmond. This is the wildest and probably the most profitable, so this is not going to suddenly become the whole side of the project, which was once again dependent on me taking my money out of my personal funds. The difference was that at this time I was not going to risk losing 6 or 7 figures. And I had to determine a new strategy to ensure that John Richmond's efforts and involvement were not in vain. First of all, John Richmond has done nothing for Shiba Inu, no clothes, no fashion show, nothing but another NFT takeover of the community to go out and raise money, so the latter was angry about this fact, because they were not holding up their end of the bargain, so Shytoshi is saying it took longer than he would have liked to have 40 pieces of special handmade Shiba Inu clothing, not manufactured by John Richmond, apparently by the Shiba Inu coin army. That was supposed to be Marcy Jastro, one of the metaverse consultants, was supposed to be doing. They say Shytoshi wasn't willing to spend any of his own money, and if you ask where it comes from, it's all from bone they are buying at the mint. He earns a cut of every bone that is born, so Marcy renegotiated the contract with John Richmond to help secure every avatar in the metaverse, which goes to wear John Richmond's clothes. First of all, what kind of accentuated decentralization is it that John Richmond owns the metaverse, and every Shiba Inu coin that is in the metaverse doesn't? Sound like Shiboshi? To me it sounds like John Richmond just did business with all the advertising in the metaverse. That's a big win for them and no benefit to the Shiba Inu coin community, literally, so she said she hadn't given up on seeing a supermodel and Shiba Inu clothing. In fact, they found more affordable and fast tailors who are trying to work on a distribution strategy which will allow John Richmond to sell these clothes. I don't know anyone who wants to buy a $450 Shiba Inu t-shirt from a boutique store in Italy, so the metaverse is the ultimate here. Shibarium was the 2022 target and obviously that didn't happen. There are a lot of negatives and we can go over it some more. But it's strange to me to see the reaction from the Shiba Inu coin community when Shytoshi points out that Welly hasn't grown and hasn't burned any Shiba Inu coins. The Shiba Eternity game is not profitable and has no intention of being profitable, so it won't burn any Shiba Inu coins. And that John Richmond now owns all the designs in the metaverse. It's getting wild, but people are still out there praising everything and thinking this is the best thing ever. I'm excited about Shibarium, but people need to open their eyes a bit and see exactly what's going on here. I wonder what you guys think, but let me know what you think in the comments below. So we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, like the video and don't forget to subscribe. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.